Good morning, and thank you for staying with us. We're joined now by Jewish News One correspondent Ron Jacobsohn and by the I-24 News correspondent Roni Ben Bassat. Good morning to you both.
Good morning.
Good morning.
I know it's been a hard night for some of us here. You have all the details, of course, about the winners and the losers, and Roni, you will have all the details about who wore what. Fashion disasters and fashion yes and no's.
It's who or who.
Who or who, excuse me. Ron Jacobsohn, where are we starting from?
Let's start with the gist of it. Gravity won big with 7 awards, but didn't win the best film, which went to 12 Years Slave. We talked a few days ago, and we predicted everything.
Right.
There were no surprises whatsoever
And
at the
Gravity
Oscars.
had to get all the technical awards.
And they
per
did.
se. They did.
And they did.
It was a technical, brilliant kind of a movie. Maybe not for best movie of the year.
But I just think that something is wrong with the way that the Academy members are thinking. They give the director all the awards, but decide to give it the best movie to a different movie. But I think they will do the post-mortem now as with a cocktail in their hand at the parties.
So let's start from the red carpet.
Yeah, the red carpet. What was interesting this year was that, first of all, mermaids. My daughter would love it. Everybody came as a mermaid, and the guys, a lot of, here we see Matthew McConaughey, a lot of guys came in white. So that was the big thing that happened at the
fashion statement of it. Even though it was a rainy kind of wintry day.
Well, until the last moment, they didn't know if they're not going to have to, put something on top of the red carpet. It was covered with nylon the whole the last 3 days because it was raining crazy in LA all the time.
Right, white wouldn't be the color of choice for a rainy day, but I guess they pulled it off. Yeah. Matthew McConaughey can pull it off.
Actually, the red carpet was wet. Some of the actresses wearing long gowns complained about having
we're sorry.
Yeah, the rims of their dresses, they got wet.
Horrible. I mean,
Yes.
we'll talk with the weather gods and have them fix that.
And then let's talk about the winners and what happened on stage. So the best speech of the night was Jared Leto's, who won for Best Supporting Actor for Dallas Buyers Club. It was fairly in the beginning of the show. He started...
Surprise a bit, right?
Well, it was one of the predicted ones, but I think from all the speeches that happened in the 24 categories that were presented during the almost 4-hour telecast, he thought about his speech. He talked about a woman in 1971 who was 17 years old and had 2 children by the time she was 17, and then said, "This is my mom. Thank you, Mom, for giving us the life that you did." And there wasn't a dry eye in the room, including myself. I was like,
I'm also getting all tingly
and
here.
his brother came to the mom and hugged her. There he is, the brother, and it was really a really touching speech, and it showed that he was thinking about it. He thought that he might win. We saw that a few years ago with Christoph Waltz. It makes so much better the whole experience because coming on stage, coming on stage and saying, "Oh, I didn't expect it, I didn't do this." Come on, this doesn't work anymore.
There are people to think. And Jared Leto also had a nice few words about Ukraine and Venezuela.
That as well.
Something that, of course, the Academy always looks like this one big bubble.
And I think that the worst speech, at least in my eyes, was Cate Blanchett's. I mean, it was a really good speech, but would you stand there without the person who cast you and directed you in a movie? Not a single word of thank you to Woody Allen. She thanked her hairdresser, but did not.
Her hairdresser.
But not thank Woody Allen.
Is a controversial character right now
in Hollywood. It does not matter. I think that it's, yes.
Yes.
Well, I think, you don't think it matters? I mean,
he directed this movie, he cast her. Thanks to him, she's on stage accepting that award.
I guess her PR team was advising her.
I know,
but then she shouldn't have thanked her hairdresser.
Yeah, that, I mean,
it feels like really bad. That
she was trying to pull people to think and, just not say Woody Allen.
Yeah.
It was an elephant in the room.
Felt really bad. So yeah, and Ellen DeGeneres, she really pulled it off second time round. She brought the Oscars back to the entertainment roots of what the Oscars used to be like. She did a lot of the hosting from the crowds rather than on stage, giving the stars the space to shine. And one of the gags, she was ordering pizza, and then the pizza actually came, and she was giving it to the actors in the first rows while giving the check to Mr. Harvey Harvey Weinstein to pay. So that was really good. And then in one of the breaks, she actually did the selfie that you saw in the last segment. That selfie actually crashed Twitter over the...
Wow, I didn't know that.
The most tweeted picture ever.
It's over 2 million tweets
I'm obsessed.
already.
As I was talking to Anthony Granta in the last segment, I'm obsessed with this photo. I can stare at it for hours.
And the amount of stars in this, it's unbelievable.
And everybody looks amazing.
It broke the Obama record.
Yes.
The Obama, they had the standing record for most tweeted picture, and now
for the
Ellen
second time
DeGeneres
that he
won.
got into office, and that broke it. Last I watched, it was 2.6 million people that tweeted it.
Wow. I mean, everyone who's anyone was in that picture, and I feel bad for people that weren't in that picture. I mean, they lost their career in the nighttime. No one's everyone who's everyone.
Yeah. So in the foreign language category, which always is interesting to us, Italy won, beating out Palestine.
The Palestinian film.
But it was also predicted. So again, this was a very predictable Oscars. But in the end, it was a very entertaining Oscar. So it was really fun to watch.
Indeed. Roni Ben Bassat, what else is also fun, and we're going to speak about, I think, for days and hours and weeks about, of course, is the fashion of the Oscars. And Ron started by saying the men wore white. What were the women wearing?
Well, the red carpet is the highlight and the most expected for moment in the award season. The women, I think the reigning colors on the carpet were blue and nude. I would say there were some blacks, some reds, but there are always some blacks and reds. Blue and nude stole the show. And let's talk about the woman who stole the show, the girl who stole the show, Lupita. She is the new it girl.
In anything she wears. But what was she wearing last night?
She was wearing a very low-cut Cinderella dress by Prada. Many people were asking themselves, right now we're seeing Lupita in the Golden Globes.
Right.
Yeah, many people were asking themselves if she's going to be able to top that amazing Ralph Lauren chic-y look with the cape. I think she wasn't able to, but no one is able to top that look. But she was exquisite. She looked like a little angel with the little halo, the headband. Beautiful.
What did you think about Angelina Jolie and Brad Pitt? Because they did this entrance at the BAFTA, both coming with the tuxedos. Everybody was thinking, are they going to pull this off again? They went mainstream this time, right?
I think what Angelina tried to do is to give Brad the stage now, because he was nominated as a co-director for 12 years.
He was the producer.
Angelina wasn't in Ellen's photo, hence she does not exist.
She was actually, the top of her head was in the picture. Yeah.
Well, Brad probably said, come on, I'm going to have problems at home if you're not in this picture.
I think Lupita just stole the show.
Yeah, she definitely did, and we'll see a picture of her soon. She also wore something amazing to the Spirit Awards. I don't know if you saw the white and white with the... Amazing.
I think she has the best skin. It's flawless. Everything looks amazing on that skin, and she's effortless. Her hair is very simple. She always wears a very simple eyeshadow and red lips, and it works for her.
Right.
Next we have Amy Adams rocking it with a beautiful Gucci couture dress. I think this was, for me, I know she didn't win. She had her chance at her first Oscar. This was my best dress of
Amy Adams is the girl next door. You really want to always see what she's wearing, because you kind of couldn't relate to her, rather than, this Angelina Jolie, majestic kind of. Amy Adams is, everyone wants to be Amy Adams.
Yeah, and if you were to talk about the girl next door, I would actually talk about Jennifer Lawrence.
Yeah,
she's very approachable. She's always starving, and now she fell clumsy.
She fell down the red carpet
for a second time. This was an homage, an homage for last year's acceptance speech.
But that's what makes her so. I mean, but her dress from last year was amazing,
exquisite.
And did you hear about Julia Roberts? I mean, she was telling everyone on the red carpet that she was actually dressing herself. She did not use any stylist to dress for the Oscars, and everybody.
It showed.
But people said that it's actually the best she looked like on red carpets in a very long time.
I think the hair and makeup were flawless. The dress, not so much. Too much fabric, too much lace, too black for her age. She redeemed herself from the Golden Globes with the beautiful Dolce & Gabbana dress that she ruined with the button-up shirt and the... What was this belt? It was it was a big fashion.
What does it matter if you have a stylist or not? I mean, take a stylist if you can.
You can afford it.
You can afford it.
Yeah, all eyes are on you. Once a year, you should afford it.
So Jennifer Lawrence, yes or no? Yay or nay?
Yay, big yay. I love the dress, but it's not as beautiful as the dress she wore 2 years ago, the Calvin Klein legendary
dress.
dress.
I don't love the size.
The mermaid, this is a classic Dior. She is the face of Dior. They made an exquisite dress for her.
And the jewelry is very interesting,
yes,
of course, as
but
well.
If you want to talk about the red dress, I have a very interesting fact.
Yes.
There is a thing called the curse of the red dress in the Oscars. No woman have ever won while wearing a red dress.
Really?
Never. And 2 years ago, she haven't won. She didn't win. Last year, she wasn't wearing red. She won. This year, again, red.
Well, Jennifer Lawrence has a long career. She can implement those wise words here from Roni Ben Bassat.
Yeah.
Don't wear red next year. I don't like red dresses anyway. I like the nudes. Anyone who is wearing nude?
Oh, wow. Kate Blanchett, she rocked it with an amazing dress.
And she won. There you go.
She won. She was wearing
nude.
nude. It was very age appropriate, even though she's a bit ageless. I know that she's 44, but she's ageless, the woman.
She looks stunning.
Beautiful.
I mean, you get to pull that kind of thing off.
Yeah.
Everything sheer, just covering, you know, with some here and there studs and.
But I would lose
amazing.
the earrings, I have to say.
Too
They're too distracting.
What do you think about the Hollywood legends? We had Bette Midler and Liza Minnelli this time round.
Liza Minnelli is actually on my worst dress list. I'm so sorry to do this to my icon Liza, but if you want to talk like best dress for older women, Bette Midler, she did it well. Liza Minnelli.
Oh, there, we're seeing her
Oh
now.
my God, she looked like this. This is too blue to be true.
No, she looked like she went to like a carpet store. You know, cut it up and just like put something on her.
And
maybe Julia Roberts dressed her.
Maybe.
The shoes. She wore sneakers to it. I know that you're an older woman.
That's kind of cool, though, in a weird way.
It was old lady sneakers.
It was old lady sneakers.
Yeah, and once a year, I know that you're older, but wear heels.
And to match that little blue stripe with the, you know, that
awful,
horrible,
just
horrible.
awful. Another worst dress nominee is Anna Kendrick for sure.
Oh,
I know.
why?
Yeah, it didn't work for her. She was trying a new look, and it was black. It was too dark, and it was see-through in the middle. It was just too all over the place.
Anna Kendrick
too much.
is, you know. We expect more from her usually.
I know, and she usually wears like beautiful light colors, and she looks so amazing. This time she tried something else with the black. It just maybe next time it will work for her.
Yeah, maybe black is kind of tough to pull off. You need to have, I don't know, maybe different makeup, different jewelry to really like make the black stand out.
Exactly, and another worst dress is for sure Anne Hathaway. I have to say,
She's not that great in dressing. I have to say, this is not the first time we've talked about Anne Hathaway getting on the worst dress.
She's had some bold choices. This was. I think on the red carpet it looked better. She looked a bit gladiator-y, but when she presented the award to Jared Leto, you could see that the reflection from the rhinestones was too distracting. I would have chosen something else as a presenter.
A lot of the young actors in particular are under a lot of scrutiny to show up and make a specific look that will make them, you know.
We see Anne Hathaway. I'm just going to interrupt for a second. We saw the reflection. Yeah, that is weird.
Yeah, you can see the flash in the dress.
It looks robotic, like she's about to take off to space or something.
And this woman, she has flawless skin. She has beautiful pixie cut hair. She could have done better.
She could have done better. Who made that dress?
Oh,
it's very you know, unique.
It's a Gucci dress.
Gucci.
Yes, it's Gucci.
Gucci, come on.
We also saw a lot of if we're looking at who got their dresses on the red carpet, a lot of the big names. We didn't see a lot of you know, no names designers getting in, you know, getting the foot in the door, you know, like the Halle Berry dress so many years ago and so on. Again, just the big names got in, and you know, as they say, it's the Oscars red carpet is the biggest and most lucrative fashion show because the next day everybody wants to buy those dresses.
Everybody played it safe this year.
And there's some dresses are wearable. Some are completely, you know, you never look at it again. But the Jennifer Lawrence dress, for instance, the red, I mean, it's very something that you can wear.
Also Lupita's
dress, of course, very wearable. Even though there's a big
the plunging neckline, yeah. But I think Lupita can work it out. And I want to talk a bit about Jared Leto because. Oh my God, this look, I love the white on him. I love the hair. I want to say that anyone else would have looked like a Cabana boy. Yeah. Jared Leto made it work. I don't know why.
And he's, you know, blacks from the past, he's making it work. I like that tuxedo pants with a stripe down the side.
Yes.
It's very
black and the white.
It's classy.
Exactly.
And classy in a most unclassy way. It's like very I mean, with the long hair, his hair looks pretty good.
Yes.
I think he washed it.
Yes, he looked better, I think.
It looks like it's been washed.
Yes. He looked better than he looked in the
And Matthew
in the
McConaughey,
movie.
when he was getting his award at the Spirit Awards, he was wearing this like metallic brown something. And I said,
that was...
I hope he's not going to do it this time, and he pulled it off.
Yeah, the vest, the black vest under the white jacket, that was very respectable and nice. And also, he didn't play it safe. The year of the white for men.
I think that
nice.
they were in sync, you know, both
Of course they were.
Matthew and Jared,
Yeah.
both men from the Dallas Buyers Club, who we are supposed to win and won, both of them in white.
Right.
You know, they kind of stood out when they went down the red carpet.
It
None
was
of
a
us
very
think-
Dallas look. All that was missing was a big hat,
Yeah.
like a white, big white hat.
Anything about Leo DiCaprio? I mean, he didn't win again this
Yes,
year.
he
No
was
one's really
snubbed.
talking about him. Poor guy.
He was snubbed the fourth time, but he's still not the most snubbed actor in history of the
Right.
Oscars. That was Peter O'Toole, who was nominated 8 times.
Oh.
And after he didn't win the 8th time, they decided to give him an honorary Oscar.
There you go. Ron Jacobsohn, thank you for joining us. Roni Ben Bassat, your wisdom, it is to my ears. Thank you for joining me again this morning. We're going to be back here tomorrow. You can find us on Facebook and on Twitter. And watch us all the time on our website, i24news.tv. We'll see you tomorrow.